The Golden State Warriors wasted no time in Game 5 of the first round of the NBA playoffs, seeking to lay waste to the Denver Nuggets and advance to the Western Conference semifinals. Head coach Steve Kerr opened up with his 5 best players to flash the lineup in search of a catchy nickname. So far, we only have the Splash Brothers 2.0. But at the end of the day, Steve Kerr turned to a reserve guard forward with a relatively new nickname to give the Warriors what they had been missing so far in the playoffs. Young glove-born Gary Payton II. With apologies to the pleasing starters, Stephen Curry, Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green. The Warriors needed grit, and GP2 specializes in that department. He brought in his unusual, disruptive defense, but he also provided some very necessary offense that caught the Nuggets by surprise down the stretch. Gary Payton II finished with 15 points and, most importantly, with key steals and blocks down the stretch. Payton's composure was no less impressive than his contribution. There was no sign of anxiety or anything else that indicated this was his NBA postseason debut. It's one of the factors that allowed Steve Kerr to stay with him as the game was being decided down the stretch. Gary Payton II is a kid whose lineage is rooted in Northern California local soil, Oakland to be exact. His father, Gary Payton Sr., the Glove, went from Skyline High School to Oregon State to the NBA and into the Hall of Fame. He was among the spectators at Chase Arena. His late grandfather, Al Payton, was also a basketball coach. But this is nothing new. Payton was a 2-time Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year while at Oregon State. He went undrafted, became a free agent. Now, Payton Jr., 29 years old, marks the first time in his entire NBA career that he's logged more than 500 total minutes in one season. Payton's journey no doubt prepared him for whatever comes his way. He's 29. He has been waived 5 different times by 4 different NBA teams, including the Golden State Warriors. He simply never quit on his dream of playing in the league like his father. In less than 7 months, GP2 has gone from earning the final roster spot in training camp to proving he is a key piece to the Golden State Warriors, and he's able to close out games when it matters in the playoffs. For Payton II, who had his father and Oakland legend Gary Payton Sr. sitting courtside Wednesday night, seemed like just another game. One would be hard-pressed to realize just by looking at the face of the first-year Warrior that it was indeed a playoff game.